Legend of Total War here with part 56 of my Hearts of Iron 4 Let's Play campaign as the Japanese. Alright, so previously we defeated the Soviet Union and annexed them. Seems like we annexed them entirely. So all of the settlements that the Polish and the Dutch got, looks like we got it all off them. However, because they interfered, they got to have a few rounds of diplomacy themselves, and they made all these fucking countries republics, the bastards. You know, the whole reason for me coming down here for this war in the first place was to take the oil of Iran, but of course the oil of the Soviet Union is worth a lot more. Now, I was actually thinking that what if I had asked, because they wouldn't have had much war score, what if I had asked for this shit first? I don't know, who knows what would have happened. I wanted to get rid of the Soviet Union, and it's gotten rid of Comintern. So Comintern is completely wiped out. So these guys are democratic now, and they don't have a faction. So they've got a truce until 18th, so it's 1 month truce. That's okay. Republic of Iran. Anyway, we've got a time of peace. It's time for the reform that I was talking about before. Alright, we need to get our guys, okay, oh god, off their stuff. So we've gained a hell of a lot of factories. A lot of tractor factories. Also gained quite a lot of resources. We lost some of the resources, like some of the oil, but that's okay. We'll get it back. But the thing is, we were just occupying all that stuff. Now we actually own it. So all of those rebellion, like this rebellion stuff, will go away. All right, so we've got heaps of. Well, we don't have heaps of factories. We've got a couple extra we can use. A lot of the factories are also damaged. They're still at level 2. Why don't we just keep making this garbage for now? Whoa, we have got a lot of steel. Thanks, Soviets. Alright, and the dockyards, I don't know, I'll just make convoys for the time being. I'm gonna reform all this stuff all in due time. Available planes and reserves, don't worry about that. No national focus. No, we're not doing that stuff yet. I'm not ready for it. Free dockyards. We've still got more. Just pump it into that for the time being. Unfulfilled import requests. All right. Well, let's cancel all of our imports. Since we've got, what was it, 5,000 steel, we no longer need this. The funny thing is though, like, with that score thing that keeps coming up, whenever you, like, exit the game, it said after, January 1st, 1949, that it will stop calculating the score. But it keeps calculating the score anyway, so it's like, it's fine. Alright, so we don't get to stay here. You're gonna need to leave. Oh, we have to transport to a naval base. Oh, come over here. I don't know what's going on there. No, you need to go by sea. Well, whatever. If you want to go by land, then fuck it. Keep these guys here. You don't have access to this region. We own it. Oh, did they not let us through? Well then. No, just go back to Japan. We have exiled divisions. Yeah, I know. They're going home. So come over here. The games of the 12th Olympiad. Alright, whatever. Bloody republics everywhere. And banana republics. I don't want them. Alright, now we need to start thinking about... Okay, that's right, we gotta reform. We're horribly outdated. Okay, any instances... Hang on, see if we can go by... Can we select this by type? Alright, whatever. Any cavalry needs to be disbanded. Alright, so... Select you. And then we'll delete the template. Now you don't have any cavalry in your army. So yeah, we'll just go through. I know there's a bunch of units that we took out of the army. Cavalry units to like go and garrison stuff. So it's currently exiled, that's alright. So basically, from that war, we got the entirety of the Soviet Union. I guess that's a pretty big fucking gain. So, yeah. Mongolian Parliamentary Republic. However, the amount of world tension is quite a lot. Now, how can I tell these guys to fuck off? I don't want them anymore. The only thing I can think of that would actually get them away from me is if somebody influenced them towards democracy. Now, just because we've gotten rid of Comintern does not mean communism is eradicated. Alright. See, there's a few of these guys out around here. And then we check the recruit and deploy. See if 4 divisions are still using it. Shouldn't be hard to find them. There's one. I thought I'd check that army. Guess not. And then we'll strategically redeploy them. Spain joins allies. Yeah, whatever, it's alright. There's one. I should also go to the Americans and tell them they can take their volunteers back. I don't know how to do that. I guess they'll just take them back whenever they're ready. So that's good. Units that we've had basically just sitting there for ages are now able to return to active duty or be disbanded or whatever. But like I said, a massive reform needs to be undertaken. There's another one. And that's what this episode's going to be about, the reform. So no template for certain units, that's okay. Just wanted to stockpile them. Now, I think there might be one more, but let me just check. There's one division still using this template, but where are they? Are they over here? They keep joining allies. I'm going to have to have a stern talking to them. Okay, let's see here. Now, Finland is non-aligned. Justifying a war goal on them would take 125 days, which is fine. What kind of resources do Finland's have? Because they're already here. We've got a bit of steel. Okay. They could end up joining the allies, though. The thing is, we can go declare war on Axis. Because they're nothing. But let's just leave it for a bit. Okay, I gotta find that other cavalry unit so I can get rid of that template. He's around here somewhere. He shouldn't be hiding, he gets to go home. There he is. Okay, now we can destroy that template. I also want to get rid of... Oh, I can't get rid of that template. That's alright. Light tank type 1, right. Surely they'll be getting upgrades. Because... We don't make the crap. We don't make the crap shit anymore. What's this? Exiled battalions, missing equipment. Yeah, don't worry about that. Okay, so like I said, we need a big old reform. So basically, these guys here, they're going to be fired for the time being. Just a short amount of time. I want my entire armed forces. Oh, whoops. Under his command, just for the time being. Because he's my best general. So is this how many divisions I've got? 277. Should have more than that. Seems like that's all of them. Alright, so what are we going to do? That's what we need to be thinking about. So these guys here, let's have a look. So they are a democracy, but they're not aligned. Like I've said before, I'm not really that fussed if we do end up going to war with the Allies. Because we've got a truce with them for a little while. Can we justify a war goal anyway? Yeah, we can do it anyway. So what resources do we need? And what's going on with construction? Yeah, a lot of shit needs to be repaired, which won't take too long. A lot of shit needs to be repaired. We also need to consider, you know, manpower's a bit fucked. Alright, so let's have a look at this. So that should come with some light tank. It's all just motorized. I really like those. Oh, they come with a bit of support. It's just infantry. I think I designed that. We don't have any mountaineer divisions. Get rid of this. So yeah, low manpower means we should probably just rest for a while. Or just fight someone that's really weak. So we won't start recruiting anything just yet. Alright, let's start redistributing our forces. Okay, so these guys here, I'm going to put them in a front line with Finland. Ah, you piece of shit. Good. It'll take them however long it'll take them. Now we've got good relations with the American Empire, right? Yes, so they're unlikely to declare war on us. They're unlikely to give a shit about anything, actually. Ethiopia exists. Are they an Allies member? No. But they're too far away for me to give a shit. Okay, now we can start making advanced anti-tank. How are we going with those air stuff? So that's being researched. We should probably do these as well. Tactical bombers and strategic bombers, that kind of shit. Okay, I'm actually going to remove all of our air wings because they're horribly outdated. I'm pretty sure they will get sent back to wherever. So here is where I can tell, I guess, where all my air wings are. I'm just going to get rid of them all. Because, like I said, they're all outdated. I haven't constructed anything modern yet. Keep the rockets. I'll keep them for the time being. Don't worry, we will create new air wings. Just, you know, we're gonna get the best of the best. Now these guys that are being put over here, I'm going to put them in a separate army. This guy shouldn't be in command of everything. Well, that's too many. 125 for this. Well, then again, I don't know. One of those other guys that were that we had, put him in charge of that. It's the same fucking color, so don't do that. Okay, civilian factories are coming to an end. Well, you know, they're getting their shit done. Alright. Probably need military factories more than anything. And what about infrastructure? Yeah. Maybe we get a few more of these. Alright, delete that. Okay, I want all of my remaining forces to frontline it to Mongolia. How the fuck are you gonna get there? Are you gonna get there by sea? Yeah, it's fine. I'm not too focused about Iran right now. Alright, so these are some more outdated things of mine. Get rid of them all. Just horribly outdated. We've probably got one of the largest land masses the world's ever seen at this point. So, Finland. I'll tell you what we'll start doing. We'll start justifying the war goal. If they get guaranteed by anyone, then we'll back off. But this should be a very easy fight. In fact, good, manpower's coming back. I've actually got a million there again. Okay, so we still need to, let's see, no templates for super heavy tank, oh right, yeah, because we got 3 things in there. So in recruitment here, if we create a new division, let's have a look. Super heavy tank. It's alright, I'm still just looking. I mean, I've got the super heavy tanks there, we just need the infantry to bloody, look after. I don't know how many troops this is going to be. We'll certainly need, like, anti-tanks. Wonder if they should be in the rear, though. support. Let's have a look. Support artillery, yeah. Military police, no. Maintenance company sounds good. Anti-air sounds good. What else? Anti-tank. A couple of regular infantry, always useful to help. A few more super heavy tanks. There's going to be a very expensive division type. Let me just switch that to infantry. And then some anti-air in the back. I don't think we need that much anti-air. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, I could be so stupid with these things. Gotta start again because I didn't bloody save the division type. Alright, well, I remember what it was, so it's okay. No, I don't remember. What was the first one? Maintenance company. Recon. Support artillery. Support anti-air. Oh, hang on. Super heavy tank type 1. Okay. Then we're just missing medium tank and modern tank. Alright, I'll do that. So this will be for my modern tank. I give it a pretty similar template to what we had before with the other one. Okay, so I believe now we're just missing medium tank 3. Which again, I'll give it a very similar, pretty much the exact same thing. It's with enough diversity that it can cover most situations. You can't just have all tanks. I don't think that's a good idea. Oops. Let me have a look at this. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's got a bunch of stuff. Okay, so we're just low on manpower. That's basically our biggest problem. So these guys should all be heading towards Mongolia. Now, of course, we're not really defending all of our regions. I'm aware of that. So we gained a hell of a lot of rockets. I don't really know what to do with these rockets, to be honest. Alright, insufficient resources, oil, steel. Actually really quite low in some of these. Actually low on chromium. It's going to be a while before that war is ready to go. Yeah, no, we don't want to go to war with the British Raj just yet. So this is my super heavy, or my modern fleet. Give them the best one I've got available. I don't need these guys to patrol anymore. We just come sit by China. Okay, so I've got my 3 main fleets out here. Those are the outdated ones. Do I really have less than 200 divisions? Oh, sorry, less than 300 divisions now. I really must have disbanded quite a lot. Okay, I got an idea with you 3. I'm gonna put you in a different army. You 5. And I want you to come to Iraq. We didn't get any... We got Baghdad. Did we get their oils? We did. Well, most of it. Of course, you know, there's still the Iranian oil field. So we didn't end up getting the whole thing that we fought for. But, of course, we ended up getting something better. It only took us, you know, 10 years longer than it really was planned. I mean, I always intended to take on the Soviet Union at some point. Just I wasn't ready when we began. But we ended up winning. You guys, I might actually put you in his army and create a front line down here. Alright, so what's our overall population? 894 million. I guess we don't have these guys here anymore because we had occupied them. They were always considered non-core. But because of our occupation policy, we weren't really getting them anyway. They'll always be non-core. I liked it in Europa Universalis Rome how you could establish cores in your provinces. All you had to do was occupy it for like 10 years. I should really play that game again. That was a lot of fun. Did pretty well on my channel too. So yeah, these guys are coming down here. Okay, we should try and boost these guys to be fascists as much as possible to undermine the Allies. Doesn't matter if it goes down by however much a day. It's going to take a long time for it to run out. So who are we boosting our political changes with? France. Okay, France will be switching over soon, I imagine. Democratic, no elections. We'll have to actually stage a coup then. How can it be democratic with no elections? Lowers world tension with guarantees. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to bother with it. Then again, I'm not a democracy. So that would give us conquer on the United Kingdom and Netherlands. So yeah, we want to try and take on as many weaklings as possible. Hang on a second. Why don't you guys take on Yemen? No one cares about Yemen. Right, so if it takes 125 days, 22nd of March. So that's a little while away yet. We just need to keep an eye on them that no one decides to guarantee them. No elections. We'll have to be staging coups then. British Raj. How's that going in there? So I wanted to try and get them out from being a puppet. So we start a civil war. So what's that free American empire up to these days? Yeah, it's all good. So much stuff do we have in reserve of all this crap? How do I like just tell to like just throw it all away? I don't need this crap. Or are these the good ones? We've got transport planes. Foreign equipment. Oh. So we've got free military stuff here. Let's have a look. Transport planes. Yeah, well, I'm not really keen on using paratroopers. Just hold on a moment. Let me just check my technology. So we're still researching this stuff here. This is the kind of stuff I want to be getting. The futures in jets. So these are close air supports, fighters. Operational range 2K. 2,000 kilometers, or I don't know. So these things here do air superiority, as well as them. So 1.1 thousand kilometers per hour. So they're much faster than these. Well, they've got an extra stat that the other one doesn't. Let me see. Service manpower 40, operational range, yep. Air defense, less. Air attack, of course, less. Agility, these much more agile. Same air superiority. Less naval attack, but I don't care about that. Naval targeting. Right, so this doesn't do ground attack. But these do. Right, so yeah, my Air Force will be comprised of jet engines soon. Entirely of jet engines, because that's the future. We just need to wait for that to become available. Alright, so we've got access to extra stuff. Oh no, just make more infantry equipment for the time being. I know we don't have the resources, and I'm not going to import it. We got 500. Do we really need any more? I don't think so. I see. Rocket sites will automatically produce rockets, but I'm not keen on using those. I'm an infrastructure kind of guy. There's a lot that needs to be built. I think we've got enough military factories for the time being. I don't have the resources to bloody build all the stuff that we need. Yeah, maybe we should actually upgrade all of Japan, you know, considering it's our core territory. Right, that'll keep it going for a little while. So we've still got war economy going. No, I don't think so. So what's the benefit of having a disarmed nation then? So good, as the months go by, we keep getting more recruitable soldiers. We've almost certainly got the largest population in the world. I wouldn't say we've got the largest core population, I'd say America does. But, you know, there's millions of people here in Russia. Let's see, where's Moscow? 10 million people here, providing me currently with 8,000 recruitable soldiers, and an extra 18 a month. That's crap. So you really get 2% of the, let me actually, while this is just going on, let me try and do the maths on this so I fully understand it. Just getting my calculator up. Okay, so it's 2.5 7.5% is the normal amount. Now, base fit for service, non-core state, reduces that amount by 9.5%. Sorry, 98%. So if I times it by 0.02. Okay, that means the total amount that I get is 0.15% of a population. Let me just pause it. 0.15%. Shit, where was I? Fucking prick. Alright, so 0.15%. So we go 10,220,000 times 0.0015 equals 15,000. Okay, got it. So if you get 15,330. Right. So that's how the maths works on that. Now, if we change our recruitment laws, we can increase that. They like us, so they won't declare war on us. See, we can gather what their opinion are of other factions. They don't really like any of their old allies. Okay, we've got advanced artillery now. Wrong thing. Alright, so now I'm going to cancel that. And this. So I've got too many of that anyway. So advanced artillery. Oh, and anti-air. Pump that in there. And anti-air. Oh, and anti-tank. It's all there. Okay, let me just cancel something else. I don't think we need any more support equipment. Okay then. So yeah, that's all done. We can improve them, but we don't need any more. That'll probably give us access to that, but I don't think I'll bother getting it. Oh, hang on, there was something else. I was just thinking, what about this? It's all good. So yeah, we've got a massive industry machine going on. So they're improving their relations with certain factions, but they haven't... with certain countries, but they haven't got any guarantees from anyone yet. So we should just be able to just roll right in on them. Oh, what am I doing? I should... get the planning going, just even if I don't use it properly, just for the stats. How many troops are on this? 125? Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I figured out that if you look at this, it'll actually tell you how much of a planning bonus it's got. So it gets 2% per day. We have to keep expanding. Even though this is going to give us non-core population, over the course of many years, it will help supply my my armies. don't think there's a particularly large population in Finland. 2 million. But I don't anticipate we're going to lose a lot of men attacking them. What are their resources again? I think there's, yeah, a little bit of steel. What the fuck? Oh right, they've become Vicky France. Again. Alright, so they're kicked out of the Allies. I didn't even need to stage a coup. Some black guy is in control of France there. It's like an African. It's weird. The capital's still Paris. Good. Keep, no, cancel boost popular. No, keep it going, why not? So I think the more fascist it is, the less likely that the UK are going to get involved. How are we going with Poland? Yeah, we're trying to turn them fascist. Not that I care about, you know, the ideology itself. It's about separating the United Kingdom from its allies. I don't really know what to expect if I was to turn the United Kingdoms themselves fascist. So our air force is currently 16,000 men. It's not very much. Is that Liberia? Go home. Oh, so use it to strategic bomb in the general area and just like blow shit up. I'm not a fan of doing that. Like, that's just not my way. Like, yes, I can understand its usefulness, you know, destroying their factories. But like I said, it's not my way. Just wanted to select one of them. 20%. Okay, cool. Right, so that got done. We should start construction on that right away. This is all getting done. Air doctrines are all finished. Engineering's all finished. Industry's all finished. Naval doctrines not all finished. Not crucial. That's all finished. Land doctrines are all finished. Artillery's almost finished. Armor's finished. Support battalions. Oh man, we haven't even started with some of this stuff. Oh, you can reduce the amount of supplies being used. Okay, maybe I should actually focus on this a little bit. Because then I can just change some of the templates to for all of them to have a logistics company, and then they use less supplies, so I can use up, so I can get more men in any given field. Holland is pretty much fascist. We could start a coup, but in 3 years they'll have an election. And that'll just save me 200 stuff. But the thing is, I'm angry at those fuckers for what they did. They took Leningrad and denied me, because that would have been worth a lot of victory points, which would have gotten me a lot more. I could have maybe annexed Iran with that. They didn't help me win the war at all. The war was already won. I'm angry with the Soviet Union for doing that. I mean, that's why I guess I just annexed them instead. They needed to go. Now these fuckers are back. The thing is, like, looking at them, I don't think they've got an army. I should start just. Oh, hang on, they're part of the. They're not part of the Allies, but because they're democratic, we should turn them fascist first. See, these guys aren't democratic, so I'm not gonna do anything with them. So if we have a look here, as of the what's it called? These guys, we can see who they like. So all the blue are the things that are in the Allies. The green are the other factions that. Wow, that's actually theirs. I think they kind of like these guys because it's white. Not sure. Hard to tell. They hate my guts. George the Sixth. Axis still exists, and it's over here. Portugal inherited it because I was influencing them for a long time. So yeah, like I said, there's no rush in getting these wars going. I mean, the campaign will continue on for quite some time. I mean, let's see, it started in 1936, so we've been going for 14 years. But look how much glory we've brought to Japan. All of China, Tibet, Korea, and all this. Well, let's already start off with that. But the entire Soviet Union conquered, and Saudi Arabia, which is not really worth much. Saudi Arabia was just a staging ground for the war in Iran and Iraq. And Turkey came back as well, but they wouldn't have much of an army now, because we obliterated them. It's not like they can't rebuild it. It's not like we can't destroy it again. So we've managed to recover like 100,000 soldiers in this short time of peace. Are you guys ready to roll? Oh, I see, I have to look at that. So we've got a planned preparation bonus of 62%. And they've only got one unit in each of these things. What kind of areas are this? Plains. If it's all plains and forests, then it doesn't matter if we just go ahead with this. It should just be able to smash them, because we've got so many units. We'll just go straight for Helsinki. Oh right, I forgot to construct those planes. Okay, we're at an hour. It's okay. Wait, what the fuck? I forgot to do... I don't know. Alright, so we need to go to production. Let's cancel this equipment, because we'd have hundreds of thousands of that shit by now. 400,000. Yeah, okay, we're fine for that. So, in aircrafts, let's see. The jet fighters. They take how long to make? So we can produce one of them a week with only 10% efficiency, and only that many factories actually on it. Like I said, I don't really prioritize my Air Force. So yeah, we need more steel. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end the episode here. So like and subscribe. Part 57 is next. And don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.